In today's episode, we're going to dive into something that's costing businesses thousands of dollars in wasted social media efforts. I call it the social media response gap. You know the feeling. Your social posts are getting hundreds of likes, comments are flowing in, your follower count is growing, but somehow your actual business results aren't reflecting all this engagement. Where's the disconnect? The gap between social media activity and real business outcomes is the social media response gap. And closing it could be the difference between a thriving business and one that's just collecting likes. If you're wondering why your impressive social media metrics aren't translating into sales, bookings, or revenue, this video is specifically for you. Let's break down what's happening and how to fix it. The social media response gap happens when businesses experience high levels of audience engagement but fail to translate that engagement into actual conversions. It's surprisingly common, especially in industries where trust and credibility are essential, like healthcare, legal services, financial advising, and home services. Why does this gap even exist? Well, here's 3 main reasons. First, most businesses take a passive approach to social media. They post content and wait for results. But posting alone isn't enough in today's competitive social media landscape. Second, there's often no clear bridge between the engagement and the next step. A funny meme might get tons of likes, but if it doesn't have a call to action to guide people toward becoming customers, where's the business value? Finally, many businesses are measuring the wrong things. Vanity metrics such as likes and shares feel good, but they don't pay the bills. Real business outcomes should be your goal. Let me share something surprising. Research shows that over 80% of businesses struggle to attribute any revenue directly related to their social media efforts. That's not because social media doesn't work. It's because there's a methodology problem. So what's the solution? Well, social response marketing. It's the bridge that connects social engagement to actual business outcomes. Unlike traditional social media strategies that focus on posting and hoping for the best, social response marketing actively drives meaningful interactions that move potential customers toward making a purchase or booking your services. Let me walk you through a framework that is working for hundreds of businesses across various industries. First off, you need to start making every post actionable. Every single post should serve as an opportunity for deeper engagement and a next step towards conversion. Notice I didn't say make every post promotional. There's a big difference. For example, if you're a chiropractor posting about lower back pain, don't just share information. Add a call to action such as comment, stretch below, and I'll send you our free guide with more exercises. This creates an immediate opportunity to connect with potential patients and collect their information. Next, you need to engage actively, not passively. Social media should never be a one-way street. When someone comments on your post, that's your opportunity to start a conversation that could lead to business. For instance, when someone comments about their specific problem, don't just respond, "Thanks for sharing." Instead, offer a brief insight or something educational and invite them to message you for more personalized help. That's where the magic happens. Third, learn to leverage social proof strategically. People trust other people more than they trust brands. Using testimonials, case studies, and success stories builds the credibility bridge that helps followers become customers. Fourth, implement a simple retargeting strategy. Not everybody is ready to buy immediately. Reflect on your own buying habits. Create specific retargeting ads for people who've engaged with your content but haven't converted yet. Fifth, try balancing value and promotion. I recommend the old 80-20 approach. 80% valuable content that helps your audience and 20% direct promotion. This will maintain engagement while still driving business results and will help prevent the problem with ad fatigue. Let me explain how this works in practice. Here's how an HVAC service company I worked with implemented social response marketing. They created a post about 5 signs your air conditioner needs maintenance that provided real value. In the comments, whenever someone said, "I have issue number 3, the company would respond, "That could indicate a serious problem. We're offering free inspections this month. Message us to schedule one. The results? Their booking rate from social media increased by 250% in just under 30 days without increasing any ad spend. Another example is a law firm specializing in DUI law. Instead of just posting about the importance of DUI protection timelines, they created a DUI Q&A checklist that followers could get by DMing the word checklist. Implementing this simple change resulted in 19 additional new consultation bookings in a single month from an audience that was previously just liking their post without taking action. So how do you know if you're successfully closing the social media response gap? Well, you need to track metrics that actually connect to business outcomes, like conversion rates from your social engagement. In other words, what percentage of people who engage with your post actually take the next step? You'll need to know the response rate to your calls to action. In other words, when you include calls to action, what percentage of people respond? And you'll also need to track social attributed revenue. It's the ultimate metric. It's how much actual revenue you can trace back to your social media interactions. The social media response gap isn't just theoretical. It's costing businesses real money every day. By implementing social response marketing strategies, you're not just collecting likes and followers, you're building a system that predictably turns social engagement into revenue. Remember, social media success isn't about how many people see your content, it's about how many people take action because of your content. If you found this information valuable, I'd love to hear about your experience with the social media response gap in the comments below. What strategies have you tried to bridge this gap? What's worked for you and what hasn't? Let me know.
If you're ready to harness the impact of social response marketing and unleash the full potential of your social media efforts, the number to call is 385-210-9843. Unlock the power of instant engagement with social response marketing today. Thanks for listening.